So recently, I've had a number of pastors tell me that they were concerned about taking their services completely online during COVID because they were really worried that the people in their church community would start watching other celebrity preachers online. And whenever a snap lockdown was enforced, I would often hear these same pastors once again asking how they could compete with world-class preachers like Andy Stanley, Groeschel, Caine, Furtick, Priscilla Shirer, Daniel Strickland, Mike Todd, Bruxy Cavey, and Rich Wilkerson Jr. Or they'll ask me how their church's volunteer worship team can even compete if their church community starts watching Hillsong or Elevation online. Now, they may not be aware of it, but the reality is that most of the people in their churches have more than likely been watching these teachers online for years. But I totally get where the question comes from, and I understand why these church leaders would be concerned that they are now being compared to these highly influential, highly experienced, and gifted church leaders. And my answer is really simple. I tell these pastors that there is something that they can do that Andy Stanley just can't. There's something they can do a lot better than Mike Todd or Groeschel, and that is to serve their local community. You see, unlike these celebrity pastors, they have been called to serve the community where their church is located. And whether your local church is Melbourne, Florida, or Melbourne, Australia, you have been called to serve the people in your town or city. So my encouragement to you is this. Instead of worrying about what Andy Stanley is doing, if you focus on equipping your church to meet the needs of the people in your local community, you won't ever have to worry about which celebrity pastor or which famous church the people in your church are watching.